All right, ready to dive in. Today we're tackling Maxwell Maltz's Psycho-Cybernetics.
Ah, this one's a classic, really a game changer for a lot of people.
More than just another self-help book, you know.
Yeah.
This one gets into how your mind actually works.
Like a user manual almost.
Yeah,
Gives you the tools to, well, use your brain better to get what you want.
exactly. And that's what we're doing here today. Not just summarizing, but pulling out the good stuff.
The aha moments, the actionable stuff. Like, how do we actually apply these ideas to our lives?
Right, so Chapter 1, the self-image. Your key to a better life? This is the foundation, right?
Absolutely. Maltz's argument is that how you see yourself, that self-image, it becomes your blueprint.
And like if you think you're going to fail, chances are.
You're going to act in ways that make that more likely. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
But the opposite is true too, right? Believing yourself, and you're more likely to take the steps to succeed.
It's like, think about a time you really doubted yourself. How did that affect what you did?
You hold back, you hesitate, you don't even try sometimes.
Exactly. But here's the key. Your self-image isn't set in stone. You can change it.
And that changes everything, doesn't it? So then we get to Chapter 2, discovering the success mechanism within you.
This is where it gets interesting. This idea that we've got this built-in system for achievement.
The success mechanism, like we're wired for it.
We are, but like any system, it needs instructions.
Which is where goals come in. Set a clear goal. It's like,
You've given your success mechanism a target. Like programming a GPS, it knows where to go.
but then, of course, life happens. We hit roadblocks, we get scared,
Fear of failure, that's a big one. Stops so many people from even trying.
and that's where Chapter 3 comes in, right?
Mhm.
Imagination. The first key to your success mechanism.
Maltz is saying, don't just daydream, use your imagination strategically.
Visualize yourself succeeding, not just as a nice thought, but
As a way to program your mind for success. You create that mental blueprint, that pathway.
then there's the other side of it, the negative thoughts. Chapter 4, dehypnotize yourself from false beliefs.
Sometimes we're held back by these beliefs we don't even realize are running the show.
Like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to do that.
And those become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe it, you act accordingly.
So what do? Become thought detectives, Maltz says.
We got to examine those beliefs, see if they hold up under scrutiny.
Are they based on facts or just fear? That's where rational thinking comes in. Chapter 5.
We need tools to think clearly, to challenge those assumptions.
Right, because sometimes we fall into those thinking traps, you know?
Confirmation bias, for example. We look for evidence that supports what we already believe.
Even if it's not true, we need to be objective, to see things clearly.
That's the power of rational thinking. It helps us make decisions based on facts, not just feelings.
So we've got self-image, goals, imagination, challenging beliefs, thinking rationally.
A lot to unpack, and there's more to come.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started. Okay, so we've laid some groundwork, but how do we actually put these ideas into practice?
That's the beauty of Psycho-Cybernetics. It's not just theory, it's about action.
Chapter 8 gets into that, right? Ingredients of the success-type personality.
Ah, yes. This is where we get into the nitty-gritty. What makes someone successful?
And it's not some magical thing you're born with. Maltz says these traits are learnable.
Absolutely, like confidence, for example. You build it up step by step.
Small wins, right. Each one reinforces that belief in yourself.
Exactly. Think about it. When you achieve something, no matter how small, how does it make you feel?
More capable, more willing to try again.
Yeah,
It's like that momentum builds on itself.
it does. And having people around you who believe in you, that helps too.
Oh, huge. That encouragement can make all the difference.
Maltz also talks about resilience. Things don't always go smoothly, right?
Life throws curveballs. It's how you handle them that matters.
Bouncing back from setbacks, seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow.
Like I was reading about entrepreneurs the other day. The most successful ones, they've often failed a bunch.
Makes sense, right? If you're not taking risks, you're not really pushing yourself.
And that ties into being goal-oriented. Knowing what you want, having that clear vision.
It gives you direction, helps you prioritize, makes it easier to stay motivated when things get tough.
But Maltz doesn't just say set any goal. They got to be aligned with your values, what really matters to you.
Otherwise, it's easy to burn out. Got to have that passion behind it.
And positivity, of course. Not just thinking positive, but acting in a positive way.
Approaching challenges with an optimistic outlook, believing that solutions can be found.
But let's be real. We all have those moments of doubt. What about when the failure mechanism kicks in?
Chapter 9. This one's important. We all have those negative thought patterns.
It's like that inner voice that tells us we can't do it, that we're going to mess up.
That can be so loud sometimes, right? Drowning out all the positive.
And Maltz says we got to become aware of those thoughts, challenge them.
Don't just accept them as truth. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just fear talking?
Like, if you made a mistake, instead of beating yourself up,
Ask, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time?
it's about reframing those negative thoughts, turning them into something useful.
And focusing on your past successes. We tend to dwell on the negative, but...
We've all accomplished things. Reminding yourself of that can boost your confidence.
Right, like having a success scrapbook of all the things you've achieved.
I love that idea. Okay, so sometimes it's not just present challenges holding us back, though.
No, sometimes it's the past. Old wounds, emotional scars. That's chapter 10.
How to remove emotional scars. This one gets deep.
It does. Maltz talks about the power of forgiveness. Not for the other person, but for yourself.
It's about letting go of that anger, that resentment, that pain you've been carrying.
It's freeing, isn't it? Like taking off a heavy backpack you didn't realize you were carrying.
And once you've let go of that past hurt, you can focus on expressing your true self.
Chapter 11, Unlocking Your Real Personality. This one's all about authenticity.
It resonated with me too. So many of us hide parts of ourselves, trying to fit in.
We wear these masks, afraid to show our true colors.
And it can be exhausting, right? Like you're living someone else's life.
Maltz says, shed the mask. Embrace your uniqueness, your quirks, your passions.
It's about being genuine, letting your light shine. And that takes courage.
It does, but it's so worth it. When you're true to yourself, you attract the right people, the right opportunities.
And that brings us to stress, something we all deal with. Chapter 12 is about finding peace.
Do-it-yourself tranquilizers. Love that title. It's about having tools to calm your mind.
Deep breathing, visualization, mindfulness, these are things anyone can do.
And they're so effective, I use them all the time. Even a few minutes can make a difference.
It's about building those moments of peace into your day, even when things are hectic.
And then sometimes life throws those big curveballs. Chapter 13 talks about crises.
How to turn crisis into creative opportunity. This one's about perspective.
It is. Seeing challenges not as disasters, but as chances to grow, to innovate.
Maltz asks, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to my advantage?
It's about being proactive, not reactive. Finding that silver lining, even the tough times.
And as we navigate those challenges, it's important to cultivate that winning feeling.
Chapter 14. This isn't about being cocky. It's about believing in yourself.
It's about knowing you can achieve your goals, that you have the strength to overcome obstacles.
And that comes from practice. Focusing on your strengths, celebrating your wins.
Creating a success routine. Surrounding yourself with supportive people.
So much good stuff in these chapters. Really practical advice for living a better life.
And we've got one more to go. The grand finale, chapter 15. It brings it all together.
Can't wait to dive into that one. It's like the cherry on top.
Okay, so we're at the final chapter, chapter 15. More techniques for using your success mechanism.
It's like, we've got the toolbox, now here's how to really put those tools to work.
And it starts with, like we've touched on before, aligning your goals with what truly matters to you.
Maltz is big on that. He says when you're passionate about your goals, well, you're just naturally more motivated.
Makes sense, right? It's not just willpower. It's about tapping into something deeper.
Absolutely. When it's something you truly care about, those obstacles don't seem so insurmountable.
And he reminds us, even those big, audacious goals, they're achievable if you break them down.
Smaller steps, right. Makes it less overwhelming. Like you can actually see yourself making progress.
Instead of getting paralyzed by the enormity of it all, it's like, create that roadmap.
Exactly. And then, of course, comes the action part. Can't just dream about it. Gotta do something.
Right, even if it's a small step. Consistency is key, right?
Absolutely. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Day by day, those small actions add up.
And enjoy the process. Maltz emphasizes that too.
Oh, for sure. It's not just about reaching the destination. It's about the journey itself.
It's like, being so focused on getting somewhere that you miss all the cool stuff along the way.
Exactly. Savor the experience, the learning, the growth. That's where the real joy is.
Now, something else has struck me in this chapter, the importance of connection. Relationships.
We're social creatures, right? We need those bonds, that support system.
People who believe in us, inspire us.
Yeah.
In giving back, helping others, that's huge too.
It gives our lives meaning, purpose. It's like we're all interconnected,
So here we are, at the end of our deep dive into psycho-cybernetics.
What a journey. So many valuable insights, so many practical tools
If there's one big takeaway, I think it's that we have more power than we realize.
to shape our lives, to achieve our goals, to become the best version of ourselves.
It's not about being a victim of circumstance. We can choose how we respond, how we think, how we act.
Psycho-Cybernetics gives us the tools to do just that, to take control, to create the life we want.
And it's a journey, a constant process of growth and learning.
Exactly. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, keep those tools sharp.
And remember, you've got this.
Yeah.
Until next time.